Understanding algebra is easier if we make an effort to remember the difference between properties and definitions. A property describes the way something is. We can change properties. We are stuck in these properties because they are what they are. Like for example here, we have 3 plus 2, and then we have 2 plus 3, and both of these answers is equal to 5. So these are the examples of order of addition of two real numbers does not change the answer, so they are 5. We can understand this property better if we use dots rather than numerals. So let's make 5 as dots. So like for example, we have 5 dots. To represent the number 5. Let's separate these dots into 3 and 2. So we have 3 on this side, and we will separate the other 2 on this side. And now let's have 2 on this side. We have 3 on this side. So here, on the left below, we separate the dots to show what we mean by 3 plus 2. And here, on the right, we show 2 plus 3. Now, the answer is 5 in both cases because there are a total of 5 dots regardless the way they are arranged. So this property is called the commutative property. Commutative property of addition. Property. Now let's talk about definitions. Definitions are different because they are the things we have agreed on. So for instance, 3 squared just means 3 times 3. It didn't have to mean that. We could have used 3 squared as 3 times 2. But we didn't. We note that the order of operations is also a definition. Like for example, when we write 3 plus 4 times 5, we could mean to multiply first or to add first. Since we cannot have two different answers to the same problem, it is necessary to agree on the meaning of the notation. We have agreed to do multiplication before algebraic addition. So this expression represents the number positive 23, since we have 4 times 5 is 20 plus 3. So the answer is 23. So this rule is called the MDAS rule. Also, when we wish to write the negative of 3 squared, we write negative sign 3 and the squared. When we wish to indicate the quantity of negative 3 is to be squared, then we write parentheses, negative 3 parentheses, then squared. And there is nothing to understand. We have defined these notations to have meanings shown. First, we simplify each expression and then work on the problem. So, remember that the quantity of negative 2 is to be squared is equal to the quantity of negative 2 times the quantity of negative 2, which equals to positive 4, since negative times negative is positive, so it will come out positive. And negative 2 squared, negative 2 squared means negative on the outside and 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, since we have a negative here. Since we have a negative here, it should come out as negative 4. So just remember that. So we will simplify first. So let's work on these first. Negative 2. So as I said earlier, that when there is a parenthesis, the equation should be like this. So we're gonna use that. So if we have negative, the quantity of negative 2 is to be cube. So the equation for that is negative 2 times the quantity of negative 2 times the quantity of negative 2. Now, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. Now, negative times negative is positive, and then positive times negative is negative. So it is negative 8. And now, the quantity of negative 2 is to the cube is negative 8. And then minus 2 squared, or this. So this should look like this. It's equal to negative on the outside and then 2 times 2 on the inside. So negative 2 times 2 is 4. It's 4. So how about this? This is just the same as this one. This. So it will come out as negative 4 also, because we have a negative sign inside. On the left side. So if we have a negative sign on the left side, so we will gonna go here. We will simplify first. The quantity of negative 2 is to be squared, which is positive 4. Now, since we have a negative sign here, it's a negative sign, so it will come out negative. So it'll be negative 4. So negative 8 minus 4 minus 4 is equal to negative 16. So negative 16 is your final answer.